Howdy, welcome to another video from the lush forests of British Columbia. We're off to find a waterfall called Cypress Falls today and hopefully take some beautiful photos. I've never been to this waterfall before. There's two ways to reach it, one longer and one shorter, but even the longer one, it's like 1 kilometer, there's nothing to it. So I want to take some photos of the falls. I don't know what it looks like, if I have stuff in the way or anything like that, if it's accessible for photography, but we'll see when we get there, won't we? So because I'm going to shoot a waterfall, oh, look at this little pool here, very nice. Because I'm shooting a waterfall, I'm gonna have to shoot it, well, I want to shoot it with the long exposure. I don't like to shoot waterfalls just like fast shutter speeds. I like slow shutter speeds. So it's gonna be a long exposure. The problem is, not much of a problem, but I would say a challenge, is I don't have my tripod with me, the big tripod. I have a small tripod from the GoPro, but I don't know how helpful that's gonna be. So, but I'll make it work. I shot long exposures before without tripods, so it's just a matter of being inventive. I have my camera backpack which I can use as a base, so that's that. It's a beautiful Tuesday afternoon, not a lot of people. We saw like 2 or 3 people on this trail, and this trail, it's close to people's houses and everything. It's an urban trail, I would say. Even though it looks very naturey, it's very close to the city. Honestly, this forest being so quiet and the service road and the smell, it reminds me of when I used to go hiking in Romania with my friends. Look at this vantage point here, beautiful. We're at the crossroads over here. Cool, I can see the waterfall from the trail over here. Looks promising. Very, very nice. Wow, that is so cool. I've never seen this waterfall in my life, but look at that, right in the canyon there. Fantastic. I want to take a photo from here with my zoom lens. Oh man, I don't have my big tripod. Damn it! I think I'm going to set it up as a vertical shot because it makes more sense to be vertical. But I need a support for this one, so I'm going to use my backpack. There's always a way to go down, baby. People are jumping in the water over there. It's such a nice swimming spot too, I guess. Okay, here we go. So let's go F11, so I can drop that shutter speed a bit lower. ISO 50, so I can drop that shutter speed a bit lower. And we'll start off with what? 4 seconds? Let's try that. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll give it a shot for 4 seconds. Baby, can you step out of my shot, please? Thank you. Okay. Let's put the camera, yeah, it is already on a 2-second timer delay. want to switch to my 17 to 55 so I can get a wider view of this waterfall. I hope we can find a way to get down there because there's a nice canyon. Also, there's some nice shots from here. I can see it. There's some nice viewpoints for the zoom lens, like from here, for example. These two trees right straight to the middle. So what I did, I put my camera on my tripod, my backpack, because I have no tripod with me. So I balanced it in such a way that I can get a frame with the waterfall, frame between this little stump here and this tree right over there. So the waterfall is right in the middle. And I have an f8 on the f-stop, 1.6 seconds for the shutter speed, ISO 50. It looks pretty good. I'm gonna try to find a different viewpoint, maybe a clearer shot through the trees for the waterfall. So I think I'm gonna go a bit more that way after Maryland and then see what I can find there. As you can see, I found a better viewpoint for the waterfall. Maybe I'm going to go a bit down there so I can get even closer to it. It's pretty cool. So you don't necessarily need a tripod when you're doing landscapes. Of course, it's much easier to have a tripod. But if you have a camera bag with you or a smaller tripod, I have a smaller tripod on the GoPro right now, but one of the legs is busted, so it's not going to support the entirety of the camera plus that heavy lens on. So I cannot use it. But the camera bag is just as good in this case, right? So don't let not having a tripod stop you from taking your photos. So I'm down in the canyon a little bit. I came from up there where those big tree stumps are, and look at this situation over here. What a beautiful canyon. Now I gotta be careful because I have a huge drop here. As you can see, super huge drop. But these canyon walls are something fantastic. Awesome. Oh, I can put my camera here actually, on this here boulder. Let's do that. I got a 17 to 55 on for the moment because I think I don't need that big of a zoom like the 70 to 300. So I'm just gonna stabilize it here on this boulder, and then I get a nice beautiful view of the waterfall. I'm gonna drop the shutter speed to let's see, 4 seconds maybe. Let's try 3 seconds, f11 and ISO 50. I gotta find a good balancing point over here for the camera, and even if the camera doesn't really want to sit there nicely, I can hold it with one hand in place, and 4 seconds should be enough for me to not move it as it takes the photo. So let me focus, put my focus point right on the waterfall there. I'm gonna click the shutter, wait for 4 seconds, try not to move my hand. Let's see. Pretty good. Let's do that one more time. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit, 28 millimeters. Hold it in place, focus on the waterfall. I have a point here where I can push the camera towards this way a little bit, pull it this way, and it sits nice and snug in like a little crevasse. So that's good. Press the shutter, 2 second delay. Hold the camera steady for 4 seconds. Awesome. And that's my tripod. Wow, what a drop. What I want to do right now is switch back to the 70 to 300 because I want to zoom in on the bottom of the waterfall. I see a section where the water falls on a boulder and it creates another small waterfall, so I want to zoom in on that and get that. So now, because I put the zoom lens on, the dynamics have changed a little bit because I need the base of the camera to be a little higher, so I put my wallet underneath it. So as you can see, I have a good frame of the base of the waterfall over there, but my problem is I have vegetation in the way, so the only way I can mitigate that is to change my location. But as you can see, I cannot go further down. Oh, look at this. If I look up there, that's a beautiful frame. So what I'm gonna do before I leave here, I want to put the wide angle on. I want to get a nice wide angle shot in this direction looking up. So now, because I put the camera a bit more to the right, it wanted to go down on this side, so I had to put my phone under it to balance it up so I can get a clear frame of the waterfall. As you can see, this is kind of a monkey business. I don't recommend, if you have an option for a tripod, obviously bring your tripod. If you have a tripod, don't do this, but if you don't have a tripod, use whatever you have with you. Be creative, use boulders, use tree roots, use your phone, your wallet to support your camera, your lens. Anything you have to get a straight frame, as straight as you can, and to get a good frame on your subject, in this case the waterfall. So now I'm going to put the 17 to 55, try to get that photo looking upwards, and then I'm going to go up and go hit another trail that hopefully will lead into this canyon here. So I'm going to do that next. Okay, so now we're gonna have to go back on the trail that leads to that canyon, and that should be in another, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. We'll have to see if it's accessible, because if there's a lot of water, it depends how deep the water is. I hope this is the trail for the canyon. I do hear the water and the waterfall, so I think we're getting close. Because there were 2 or 3 forks in the road, and it doesn't specifically say towards the canyon or anything like that. It's just the name of the trail, so I'm not sure if this is the one, but this descends, which makes me believe that we're on the right track. Because at the other location we were fairly high, so this is going down, so definitely closer, but not close enough. I think I'm going to call it a day, because I don't know how far longer it's going to be. And there's a bunch of trails over here that are very, very mixed. So I don't want to get lost either, because I don't have any maps or anything like that. I just go by visually. Where I go, I know how to come back. I think I'm going to call it a day with the vlog. I did shoot some nice photos of Madeline in the woods, and some nice photos of just the trees and the trail. But that's about it. So yeah, if you don't have a tripod with you, just use whatever you have on you and shoot your photos. I did shoot long exposures like that. Like a few years back, I didn't have a tripod, and I just used my camera backpack. I put the Yendi on, and I shot like a 25-second, 35-second exposure without a tripod. Easy peasy. So all you need is just to be a little bit inventive, and that's it. Don't let lack of gear get in your way. So that's about it for today. I'll see you in the next one, and peace.